Hey folks, and welcome to Drinking Alone with Friends, a podcast where three friends drink alone together. My name's Chris.
My name's Obert.
And it's the fan favorite, Jenna.
Hey!
Hey!
So, I just want to say, right up top, this is episode 121. You'll notice previous episode in your podcast feed is number 119. You might be thinking, where did episode 120 go? And I'll tell you, we recorded it. We had Tud back. We had all four of us, Jenna included, on the show. But sadly, that podcast is lost to history. Only the four of us are ever going to be able to enjoy that.
It was a good one,
that amazing
too.
podcast.
It was a good one. I'm pretty bummed about it.
AF.
Yeah, it was a two-parter. We went like 3 hours in recording, basically.
It was a two-parter. There was spilt beers. There was, I don't know. There was just so much
Tud
stuff.
was
Tud was back. Now Tud's not back.
Yeah.
Unback. Tud's been canceled. We replaced him with Jenna officially now.
Thank you.
She polls well with moms. So
As the mom of the pod, I would hope so.
yes, yeah. So they're like represent, etc. It was a heartfelt long episode, but unfortunately lost to
And
time.
Chris had the best handle he's ever had, but sadly,
It was
you'll never
honestly,
hear what it was because we'll never refer back to it again. Just be assured that it was the literally best handle he's ever possibly could have.
Yeah, actually, it was so good that afterwards I was like, mic drop, and everybody else was like, they stood up, applauded, and they're like, "That's it, handles are done. We're done with handles." But unfortunately, now we have to
Unretire the segment.
We have to unretire it because it doesn't count. It's non-canonical.
Yeah.
Oh man. But anyways, welcome back, Jenna.
Thanks.
Again.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Thanks.
hopefully we get everything all straightened out. I'm monitoring the situation closely. And hopefully we can get Tud back at some point in the near distant future.
Yeah. I'm not going to make any promises, but he said he's even going to try and make it to this episode. We'll find out. Maybe he'll join us. Maybe he won't. We don't know. We have the 3-handle mug and the 4-handle mug both chilling in the freezer right now. So
just in case, who knows?
That's right. But should we just dive right in, guys?
I mean, I think we kind of do. I think we just do it. Unless Jenna's got something. You got something to lead us off?
I mean, I guess I had some stuff from some previous episodes when I was listening. Since, I'm a frequent guest on the show, I figured these are better than emails. I'll just talk about it on the show.
Oh, okay. This is like live feedback.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So you guys had mentioned Guinness before, and forgive me, but I don't really remember the full conversation, but I have in my notes, Guinness tastes different in Ireland. So I just made like little notes, and I think you must have been talking about Guinness tasting different in Ireland. It definitely does, and it definitely tastes different at the brewery where it's made because they teach you how to taste it properly.
Interesting.
Which is really cool. And I am a certified Guinness pourer. I have a certification and everything, and it's really cool.
Damn.
And yeah. So
That's
if you
sweet.
need me to pour you a Guinness, I got you.
Okay.
I can do it properly.
What's the secret? Or are you not allowed to tell? Is it like you had like a whole hidden ceremony where you were like wearing robes and chanting and like you're not allowed to tell anybody how to pour a Guinness? Yeah.
You have to just hold it at I think it was a 45-degree angle, and then, you pour it into the Guinness glass, and then when it reaches the harp, you turn it upright.
Whoa.
Now, sometimes I see them like stopping, like it's like turn the tap handle off halfway and then turn it back on. Do you do that or no? That's
I don't remember.
Imitation Guinness pours.
I don't remember. Possibly. But I feel like I remember just pouring it and then like turning it upright, but maybe I let it rest. I should have thought about that more beforehand.
Well, I guess hopefully Guinness doesn't listen to this episode. They're gonna
They're gonna
steal your
revoke your license.
certificate. And then another thing was, you guys were talking about Brewdog being the #1 brewery last year, and I did stay at the Brewdog Hotel, and that is in Columbus, Ohio.
Nice.
Okay.
And it was freaking amazing. They're dog friendly, which is really cool. I mean, with dog in the name, you kind of have to be, right? But they're dog friendly. They have a dog park there. They have a museum that you can go through, and they have tours that are free, like a brewery tour. There are tons of games to play in different parts of the hotel, and there's also a bar and restaurant attached to it. So you have to go like outside and go back in, but it's a really cool area. It's like super industrial like just very like silver and clean, you know? But
Chromey.
yeah, very chromy. It's really cool, and their food was delicious, beer was great, but they have tons of games, which was really awesome. And I mean, if you're not staying at the hotel, you can still go there for dinner to the restaurant, which was really cool. And they have, like, in the lobby of the hotel, they have, like, a la carte food all the time, and they had breakfast there. It was probably one of the best hotel breakfasts in America that I've had.
Wow.
It was really,
Nice.
really good experience. And they had beer mimosas for breakfast. It was so cool.
See, I needed this.
Nice.
I needed this recommendation about 3 weeks ago when I drove back from Connecticut to Montana, because I went right through. Like, I spent the first night in Ohio.
Oh no! I wish you would have told me.
I know. I wasn't
Dang
even
it.
thinking. You know, I did put the call out on the podcast for breweries. I didn't think to go for brewery hotels, but
Well,
yeah.
dang it. Well, now you know for next time you
For
make
next
the trip,
time.
you can take popcorn with you because it's really, really cool.
Yeah.
It was
That-
a little
that's cool.
pricey, but it was definitely worth it. You have 2 beer fridges in your room. There's one in the bathroom and one in like the main room. And you can also get like a mini keg of whatever beer of your choice in your room.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds pretty badass.
freaking amazing. So you can just
So-
have like beer on draft. I think it was like 5 beers for this little mini keg thing. I think is what
That's
it
neat.
equaled out to. But
So were
Nice.
you a Brewdog fan before you went to the hotel, or did they convert you and now you're like, oh, I'm a big fan of their beer?
I think I had a few of their beers before, but not many. But this experience definitely helped for sure. Like the beer that I've had by them, I've liked all of them. I can't say that there's one that I haven't liked. Even their IPAs, guys. They make their beer mosa
That's-
with, I think it's like Hazy Jane, I think is what it's called. I could be wrong, but I think that's the one it is. And it was really good. It worked really, really well.
Well, that's saying something
Nice.
coming from a non-IPA fan.
I know it. That's what I'm saying. And then the last thing that I wanted to touch on just real quick was chocolate on chocolate all day.
Yes, thank you. Oh my God, finally. A voice of reason. Oh,
I heard
man.
this argument and I was like, oh my God, why'd she waste her time with those vanilla cupcakes?
Thank you. Dana, are you listening right now? Unreal. See? Why? Why? Yes. Oh,
Chocolate
God.
on chocolate.
But yeah,
The more chocolate, the better,
That's
in my
right.
opinion.
yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you.
So
She was like, other people are gonna want them, and no one wanted them, so I made her eat all the vanilla ones.
I would have too.
So next year it's the chocolate lava cupcakes with the chocolate frosting.
Yeah, that's right. Step it up every year.
So those were the only points that I had. I don't
Well,
have any
cool.
questions this week because I feel like it would be kind of unfair to answer the same questions that we did last week, but nobody
Yeah.
got to hear those questions.
Those are for
Yeah.
us.
That's okay. At least, yeah, now we all know each other's beauty tips. So,
Exactly. Yes.
yeah.
How to hit your angles. I think that's how they say it. So, but yeah, awesome. So we do want to get to the drinking. I think. I mean, I do. I don't know about y'all. But,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So Jenna, as the guest, do you wanna go first, or do you wanna
Sure.
defer?
I'll go first. So today I'm drinking, don't hate me, but I am drinking Blue Moon, but I am doing their Light Sky. I don't know if you guys have seen this. It is brewed with tangerine peel instead of the normal Valencia orange peel that they do. But it is 3.6 carbs and 95 calories. So, hey, holla.
Oh, nice.
It's a very light beer. It's only 4%. But yeah, I'm going to drink this today because I wanted something light and refreshing for today. And I didn't have any of that in my fridge.
Yeah, things got off the rails last week.
Oh my God. It just went sideways in a hurry.
Although that Mexican beer that I drank, that Mexican lager, well,
That's for us.
Yeah, that's ours.
it was so good. I actually posted it yesterday, I think. It was so good. Okay, so this beer is very light. It smells a lot like tangerine.
You got like a tall, skinny can there.
Yeah, it's a 12-ouncer, but it's like a White Claw can for my basic white bitches out there. But it's very good. It's light and refreshing. It's definitely tangerine and not orange. You can taste the difference. It's got more of like a bitter, tangy citrus instead of like that sweet orange citrus.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
hear
saying?
you.
But it's very good. I wouldn't even mind more of flavor because it is pretty light.
Well, hey, they got to keep it under 100 calories somehow.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, this is good. It would be really good in the summer or anytime, really. Like, it would be a good day drinking beer when you're doing yard work. I love those kind of beers. Just for a casual night in if you don't feel like getting schwasty or anything, but you just want to have some drinks. If you're watching your carb intake, you know.
24/7,
Yeah.
365.
That's
The
right.
only situation this beer is not good for is if you're trying to get hammered.
Exactly.
Then don't waste
mean-
don't waste the stomach room.
Maybe if you want to drink like 25 of them.
Yeah, if you're throwing back a case all day.
But I think overall this is a really good beer. I'm gonna give it. I'll give it a 3.75.
Wow. Okay. So that is solid.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially for Jenna.
I like
the
Blue Moon.
the stingy raider.
a stingy bear.
Raider.
Stingy
Oh,
raider.
Stingy Raider. Yeah, I like Blue Moon to begin with. I know a lot of people poo-poo it because it's a bigger brand, but like if I go to a bar or a restaurant and they don't have like any craft beer that I want, I'll defer to a Blue Moon because it never disappoints me. So, I don't know. This is slightly under a normal Blue Moon for me because I do prefer that sweet orange instead of the tangy, bitter tangerine, but it is good.
Oh.
And
Nice.
I'm going to say that the Untappediverse has it at, oh my god, I don't even know. We'll say, I think they're probably going to give it less than me, so I'm going to say like a 3.35.
Ooh, you are very close.
Damn it.
Woman of the people material right here. You said for the Blue Moon Light Sky Citrus Wheat, 3.35.
Yeah.
The average on Untapped is 3.32.
Oh,
Ah, damn. So close.
biscuits and
That's
gravy.
crazy. Well, that is a very strong contender for a woman of the people.
Yep.
Very strong.
Dang.
One of these days we're gonna get it, but I don't know. We'll see.
It might be today.
Maybe.
It might be today.
Actually, that's true. We got two more. Well, at least one more review I know of. Maybe two more reviews.
Well, with that, Christy, you want to take it over? Start. You said you were excited about your beer tonight.
I am excited about my beer. Yes. So, and honestly, it's a perfect beer for this episode. Having Jenna on the pod. So,
Oh boy.
we made a trip down to Charlotte. My sister's in town, picked her up from the airport. So, of course, when we go to Charlotte, we hit up some breweries, and one of them is Divine Barrel,
Of course.
which I've had on the podcast. And I wasn't originally going to drink this beer, but, it just is perfect. And it is called Somehow I Manage, which is an imperial pecan pie brown ale.
Yes, that is perfect for me. For any of you non-Office fans,
right?
That is
That's
Michael Scott's book.
Book, yes. So somehow I manage, and it's an imperial pecan pie brown ale.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna stop you right there because
stop.
it is not pecan. It is pecan.
Okay.
Pecans are for truck drivers. Pecans are for cooking. I learned that from Emerald.
Oh, I was like, pecan? What are you talking about?
Yeah, now I get it.
So the big colorful birds that you see at like zoos and stuff, what do you call them? Peacocks?
What? Toucans?
No,
No.
peacocks.
Oh,
Peacocks.
Okay. No, well, it's spelled Pecan. Pecan.
Pecan. Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Goodness. It's like you're.
Anyways, Emerald aside, I don't think Emerald listens yet. Emerald, not Emerald. It is an.
What up?
Ah! Whoa!
Hey, welcome to the podcast, Tud.
Welcome.
Fashionably
welcome back to
late.
He had to make his grand entrance, his grand return.
Correct. On episode 120
No, this is 121.
It's 121. 120's gone.
120 is just for us four.
That's that. Yeah. There was four listens, and it was us. Well, welcome back officially. Well, unofficially to the podcast.
Yeah.
Like.
Just so you know, I've replaced you officially as co-host. So
that is
welcome,
true.
guest.
That did happen. Yeah. Our guest of the pod.
Well, that's fine. I'm okay with it.
Oh man. Okay.
So what are we drinking?
So I was about. I have a imperial pecan pie brown ale called Somehow I Manage.
Oh, it even is in like the Office font.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
fine.
love
Office
it.
font. It's got
Paper.
the manuscript with the piece of pecan pie on it.
Okay.
And it is with toasted pecans, vanilla, and maple syrup.
Jenna's not liking this pronunciation at all.
She doesn't like the word pecan.
It's pecan.
She thinks it's pecan.
Do you say tomato or tomato?
Tomato.
Okay, well, some people say pecan, some people say pecan.
But I don't think anyone actually says tomato. For the record.
Maybe if you're like
Potato,
British.
Also potato. I mean, it is what it is.
But again, no one says potato.
True, but I think some people do say pecan and pecan.
That I will agree with. Yeah.
Yes.
And almond.
Of course.
I've never heard that one.
And, peanut.
No, it's peanut and peanut. The Jenna pronunciation.
Jenna's Panut. Yeah. All right. Oh man. So I'm pretty excited about it. It sounded really good. Of course, the Office reference definitely helped a lot. It was a perfect beer to bring on with. Well, it was a perfect yet imperfect, as we found out, beer to bring on with Jenna here.
Okay, at least she can respond. At least she's not just triggered in her car listening to us.
Yeah. Oh my God, could you?
Because I would be.
Scream! Are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, I believe that it is called down south pecan pie. I don't think people call it pecan pie.
No, that sounds ridiculous. Pecan pie. I can't even
Sorry,
whatever. It's fine.
I am at a higher standard. Okay.
You're in the South.
I'm not raised
Get down here. Get. Neither was I. You have to embrace the culture down here. Call it pecan pie. That's how you know you're a Southerner.
It is true.
Anywho, so it's a nice brown. It's not like pouring it out. It was a little bit see through. It's probably like 35 SRM if I had to guess. Not quite
A billion.
dark billion. But yeah, I'm pretty excited.
It looks like it's gonna taste malty.
You think so? I think it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a
with
sugar
the
bomb.
vanilla and the maple syrup.
I think so.
I mean, I'm getting mostly vanilla. Like not. It's not overly pungent. The smell taste, but I'm getting some of that vanilla coming through. So not so much pecans. Like the pecans must be hiding in the flavor somewhere. Like I'm sure. Like, I'm hoping the pecans come out like the where it warms up.
You.
All right, so let's get into some pecan-y goodness. I didn't know this was like a trigger word, but now I'm glad I know. All right, let's see how this is. Pecan.
All right, here we go. It was discovered by a survey conducted by the national shellers of the nut in question.
Oh my God.
It was discovered that 70% of Northerners and 45% of Southerners pronounce it pecan.
Oh, so it's more of a northern thing.
Wow.
Yes. So,
I did not know that. Well, I mean, it makes sense because
Except for a pocket in Michigan, I guess.
yeah, they're the weird ones down there.
Huh.
Yeah, just if you were watching that Emerald Lagasse special, and you got the correct pronunciation from it, so
I think pecan wins.
Damn.
So it's very interesting. It is a little bit not as malty as I think Jenna thought it was going to be, but there's definitely some malt backbone to it. It does have the sweetness of vanilla, but I get a lot more maple syrup than anything else. Like, it's not super sweet maple syrup, but it adds like a nice little hint of maple syrup. The vanilla sweetens it up a little bit. Now the pecans, I'm trying to get the pecans.
Yeah, I think
know.
pecan's a pretty mild flavor to begin with.
Yeah.
You guys know that gif, white man blinking?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing to you right now.
What if I want to pronounce it pecan?
Well, I don't know what to say about that one. Guess that's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Down the middle.
He's got that 1% have people pronounce it that way.
Or you could do it pecan.
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 It's a pecan. Oh.
Yeah, it's so yeah, it's okay. It's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. A brown ale, I don't, maybe it would have been better as a stout, I don't know, but yeah, the pecans I don't really get a ton of that. The vanilla isn't super strong, and the maple syrup isn't enough to save it. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you think it'll be better when it heats up a little bit or warms up a little bit?
I was thinking that. I was like, maybe in like 10 to 20 minutes it'll be a little better, because it was in the fridge right before we started recording.
I mean, in all honesty, pecan pie is better heated up anyways, so there's
Yeah, for sure. Fresh out of the oven. That's the way to have it.
Exactly.
That is
Have
true.
you guys
That is true.
ever made a pecan pie?
No.
I've had
Jenna?
No, I've not.
You're like, oh man, they taste so good, and then you go to make one. It's literally just like all sugar and butter. It's like a puddle of melted butter that like the pecans just like fill in the gaps, the butter. You just like pour melted butter until you get to the top of the pecans, and then you're like, okay, throw this in the oven.
I mean, I could imagine that's what it. I could imagine. I mean, I don't know.
So in other words,
It's not my favorite pie.
you're drinking all of the carbs that Jenna saved. You're getting us
Yes,
back up.
This one doesn't tell you how many carbs are in it. For some reason,
It says
I don't know why.
carbs, don't ask.
What did Jenna have?
Blue Moon Light Sky.
Oh,
Have you had that one?
I have not.
Oh.
I have not.
So yeah, I'm hoping that it does get a little bit better as it warms up a smidge. It's 8.1% alcohol, so
Nice.
it's getting a little heavy. But yeah, it's fine. It's not bad. I mean, it's not, but it's just, I don't know.
We have
not working
we
for
have
me.
high expectations from Divine Barrel on this podcast.
Very, very true, very true. And I heard it and I was like, ooh, that looks good. So
I mean, after the Heavenly Pancake beer, right?
well, that's an amazing beer.
It's
yeah.
like this sounds like it would be as good, but
I feel that's what I was thinking, and I was like, damn. Like I got a coffee stout from him too that was very good. And is this one or is this one the other one? Yeah, and I got this beer too, which was also very good. So I don't know. It's fine. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give it a 3.5, like a generous 3.5, because
Ooh.
I was honestly toying between
Wow.
3.25. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I hope it warms up better than it does than it tastes for me right now. So
Well-
maybe I don't like pecans. That's not true. I like pecans.
But pecan pie sucks. I mean, that's really the whole idea behind it is that it's terrible. I mean,
That's why they make it.
it's kind of like getting a fruitcake. Like nobody really likes them.
I love
Nobody
pecan
really
pie.
likes
know.
pecan pies.
Do you
I
guys
think
have
pecan
a
pie is
favorite
good.
nut?
Cashew.
Cashew solid.
I call them cashews, but yeah, cashews are good nuts.
I like cashews. I also like almonds.
I like walnuts.
Really?
Yeah, I really like the texture.
whale newts.
Walnuts.
I don't know. For me walnuts. I mean walnuts. It doesn't work so much with that. For me, walnuts are like, I don't know, fine in like fine in brownies if they're there, but like I'm not just gonna like grab a handful of walnuts and just mow
I
down.
will. See, almonds
Like I
get they get stuck in my teeth. You know, like when you're chewing them and they just get stuck like all up in there. And
Yeah.
cashews are good. I like the texture of them too. But
Cashews.
excuse me. But walnuts, they just have that crunch and then they're like soft.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I like that. Kind of
They're
like
a lot of
water
work though
chestnut.
to take out of the shell.
That's what?
A water chestnut.
Yeah. Have you ever had a water chestnut? Ooh,
I have.
yummy. I just like that they go.
Is that
I,
an accurate representation of what they sound
Yes, a little bit of ASMR for you.
Yeah, there we go for our audience. There's a lot of I like most nuts. I think I just have one nut I dislike, and all the rest I'm a big fan of. I just don't really care for hazelnuts. They're like, get out of here with that
I
garbage.
like hazelnuts. I don't like hazelnut creamer very much, but I love Nutella.
So,
don't know if
I
I've
like
ever
the I
had
like
a
the
hazelnut.
flavor. Don't I like hazelnut's a good flavor, but the actual nut is like not. If it's in like a thing of mixed nuts, I'm like, this is a waste of my time. Get out of here.
I don't think I've ever had one.
I hadn't for many years, and then I had one, and I'm like, this is not good.
Did not live up to the hype.
You know what? Another thing that I think is a scam: almond butter.
I love
Ooh,
almond butter.
is delicious.
It's
I love
like
almond butter.
more expensive than peanut butter and tastes worse.
It's
I think it tastes
super thick.
I definitely think it tastes better. Also, same thing with almond milk. Like, they make everything out of almonds.
I like almond milk.
Well, I mean, Tud thinks it tastes better than peanut butter because he eats crappy peanut butter.
No, natural peanut butter is good peanut butter. You eat the shitty peanut butter.
I
See?
like natural peanut butter
See?
where you get the oils that's separated on the top and you gotta stir it in every time. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I buy the shitty peanut butter, but I like the natural peanut butter.
See,
I don't mind natural peanut butter, but I'm just telling. I'm a choosy mom.
Choosy moms choose Jif. I have Jif.
Yeah.
Look at that.
There you go. You're a choosy mom too.
My baby's not eating it yet though, so.
and this is how you tell the difference between people who pronounce it pecan and pecan.
Well,
I thought it was pronounced GIF, not GIF.
No, GIF is how I know that GIF is said GIF, not GIF. Thank you, peanut butter, for. But all right, but anyways,
Enough nut talk.
The beer. Enough about
about
that.
nuts.
Yeah, enough about nuts. This is fine. It's a 3.5.
There's not many check-ins on here. I'll tell you that much. For the Somehow I Managed from Divine Barrel Brewing, there's 118 check-ins.
Oh dang. Okay. I'm gonna drag down the average. I feel like I'm gonna drag down the average a lot. I'm gonna say it's a 4.07.
No, 394.
Okay. All right. So it is sub 4.
Yeah,
That's-
which I think is low
So,
for
I mean-
Divine Barrel.
I think it is. I think a lot of their beers have been higher. So okay. I'm definitely not going to be man of the people this week.
No, it's because Jenna's already a contender with 0.03 off. So
whoop whoop. Come at me, bro.
Yep.
That is really close.
It's very, very
No
close.
cigar though.
Close, but no Bob Seger. Anyways, I feel like since Obert's been waiting longer because he joined on time, I think we have to let him go next.
Shots fired.
all right,
So
Sounds
Obert,
good.
what do you got for us today?
I'm gonna grab it out of the fridge right now.
Oh,
He's
I have to
not
wait for
even
this?
Oh,
ready.
come on. You're not even
What the
ready. Not even ready. Come on. Ober, I am
So,
disappointed.
Tud, you weren't here
Everybody-
for our pre-recording chat sesh. I mean, you guys can keep this in or not. I don't care. But I got stitches over the weekend
Oh, I saw
on my
that.
finger because
Because you decided to try to eat an avocado.
yeah, I got 4 stitches.
Coda?
See it?
Free avocado.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, with a butter knife.
You cut yourself with... Who cuts themselves with a butter knife?
Apparently, I do. And I have some really sharp-ass butter knives.
I just want to know why you're buying like rock hard butter.
My butter, I
You
keep my
use
butter
butter knives.
out so it's soft.
So why do you have
Oh.
murder knives instead of butter knives?
I don't know. They're like very much serrated.
That's not a butter knife.
Yeah. I feel like you have
Butter knives shouldn't be serrated
I feel like you have a steak
that
knife.
much.
I don't
Okay, so
I don't know.
I was trying to follow you when you were saying how you remove the pit of an avocado before.
I
And-
know how to do it. If you'd like me to
Well,
explain it to
so I think this is what you were saying, because this is what I do, right? Is you smack the knife with it and then you twist.
you. Correct.
Well, when I smacked it, okay. So a little bit of a backstory.
Generally, the idea is that you don't leave your thumb on the pit when you smack
I
the
didn't.
knife
It's
into
my
it.
middle finger.
Generally, you don't leave your middle finger laying over the pit either. I mean,
So
I would say don't leave a finger around a knife that's being forcefully slapped into
little
something.
bit of a backstory.
Let's let her hear. Let's hear her out.
Little
here.
bit of a backstory here. So I just started a couple new medications, and I had literally just told my mom like 5 minutes prior, I feel a little bit disconnected today. And then I cut my fucking finger.
Well, I guess you were really trying to become disconnected from yourself.
I guess so, because I about ripped my finger off. But yeah, I don't know. I just I must not have been paying as much attention as I usually do, because I'm normally really careful when I take the pits out of avocados. I mean, it was ripe enough, it was soft, and I usually do use like a sharper knife, like an actual knife. But this time I was like,
Like an X.
yeah, like, it's soft, it'll be fine. You know, I'm just getting the pit out, whatever. And I don't know, I just fucked up. 4 stitches later,
Whoops.
oopsie poopsie. Yeah.
That sucks.
Anyway, Obert, go ahead. What beer you got?
Yeah, let's get into my beer review here. We have a brewery that we talked about, I think, on our end of 2020 episode where Chris and I talked about all the different breweries with the most check-ins for the year. And I saw them in the store today, and I was like, I don't know if we've had these guys on the podcast in a long time, if ever. Or no, I think Jenna has had these guys on, actually. And that is Stone.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, they had a mixed 6-pack
Is that bottle
called
upside down?
Leave No Stone
Yeah,
Unturned.
they do that now.
Oh.
Yeah, and so all the labels are upside down,
Well, that's annoying.
and I think the whole idea is there's sediment at the bottom of the bottle. So the whole idea is, leave no stone unturned. You got to flip it upside down to get the sediment to mix in with the beer.
That makes sense. I received one of these, and I didn't really understand why they were upside down, but that makes sense.
Well, there's a website on the back. This is the only thing on the back that's written right side up, and it's leavenostoneUnturned.com with hyphens between the words. So maybe that explains why. I don't know. But this is the Stone Cosmic Runestone IPA.
I'm impressed that you read that upside down.
I didn't. I had to flip the bottle upside down. So I'm reading right side
I
up.
can read stuff upside down.
yeah.
Or backwards. Oh, yeah.
Well, then maybe I should just have you. Why don't you
Talented.
read us the story?
So if you know how to do all that, but you can't pronounce pecan right,
Ay.
So this is IPA with Centennial, Sabro, and Centennial and Sabro hops and juniper added as well.
all right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, and we talked about it a little bit last week. This is a blend of historic Nordic brewing tradition, which is the Voss Kviek. Is that how that's pronounced?
Winklevoss?
Kviek yeast and juniper
Oh,
berries.
yeah. How do we
An American craft beer.
Because I said Quebec, right? I think it was Quebec.
Yeah, I think it's almost like quick, but with a KV. So let's let's dive right in here. Yeah, I used to be a big fan of Stone, but then my palate kind of left them behind, to be honest.
I got too good at tasting for Stone.
I guess so.
One of my favorite beers by Stone was one of their Enjoy buys, and it was like an orange IPA. This was back when Sip of Sunshine was a big thing, and I remember I bought like every bottle I could find of it, and I had it for like months because I had bought like 20 bottles of this beer, and I was drinking it well beyond the Enjoy by date. But I remember giving some to Chris too because I thought it was really good.
Which one was that?
The Enjoy by like orange IPA that they did.
Yeah. I do remember that. That was a pretty good one.
That was good. And then they have they have those don't enjoy until beers too.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, I haven't seen those. I've only seen the Enjoy by.
Yeah, so they have like it's like a year in the future. Like you have to like age it for a year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll have to keep my eye out for that. Yeah, we don't get a ton of Stone around, but like I was excited when I saw this mixed 6-pack, so I think I'd give it a shot.
Sure.
So on the nose, to be honest, this smells just like a regular Stone IPA, and I know that because I was pre-gaming with a Stone IPA, which I never do. I always start the show sober, but I figured with 4 reviewers today, I needed something to hold me over till it got to be my turn. So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of the cosmic runestone-ness here, but
Not a lot
maybe
of
it's more.
not a lot of rocks.
Not a lot of rocks, just Stone.
But
But
the office trickster.
We don't have that today. We don't have the soundboard.
No soundboard.
Wah, wah, wah.
The improv soundboard over here. Yeah, Jenna.
I got you.
So flavor profile, I'm getting a little bit more of like a lactic flavor, if that makes sense. A little bit. It tastes a little bit like milk in a way. I'm not getting the juniper.
I
Really.
don't know if I know what juniper tastes like. I'm imagining like herbally.
Isn't that
I think it tastes
Yeah.
like milk.
Isn't it the flavor that goes into gin?
Yeah.
So it tastes
So it's like piney.
like a Christmas tree.
Ugh.
Like pecans.
Not quite. Yeah, we have local juniper here. So when I'm hiking, sometimes I find some juniper and smell it. But
Do you eat it then too?
no, I don't think you're supposed to eat it. I think you're supposed to like leave it in vodka and turn it into gin.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this one. I don't know. Like I said, I used to really be a fan of Stone. I really liked their Ruination back in the day. But
Arrogant
I don't know, I
Bastard
guess
was
my
another good one.
yeah, I like the Ruination more than the Arrogant Bastard. But like my flavor profile has evolved, I guess, beyond this. But kind of disappointing. I was hoping this would be pretty tasty. I was definitely one of those beers that I was fooled by when I turned my head upside down and checked out the bottle art. I was like, oh, that looks like a really cool beer. There's like the Stone like gargoyle logo with planets and stuff orbiting him. I'm like, and it's like orange and pink, and it's pretty cool. But it's just like an IPA. It's not really anything to write home about.
Right.
I think I need to have more of these, and we gotta find this pronunciation. I gotta look it up right now because I'm gonna like this whole pecan thing. I gotta make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Kveik.
Kveik. Yeah, okay.
Kveik.
I remember now.
All right.
So, yeah, I gotta have more of these Kveik beers because I don't know if I can pull out those flavors. Because I think Stone's already a pretty distinctive flavor, the Stone IPA, and this maybe that's a little bit more overpowering than the Kveikness in here. But all that, I don't know. 3.5.
Yeah.
Still a solid rating.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. 7 out of 10. I
Yeah.
mean, hashtag Untapped, let's get on this.
Right, of course.
So if you had to guess what the Untapped-averse says out of 8,344 check-ins,
It's a lot of check-ins.
it's a
I
decent
think they're
amount of check-ins.
also not going to be fans, but even I think a low Untapped average for like a craft beer is still going to be like I'm going to go with 3.88.
Oh, man, so close. 3.84.04.
Oh, still can't get into Jenna's territory though.
Wow.
Yeah.
But no, that's about right, I think, for the Untapped average.
Yeah. Yeah. When I pulled it up, I was like, oh, man, very disappointing.
Yeah. Now, I want to get on to Tud's review, but this is something that I thought of with Chris's beer and my own beer, and that's does the price you're paying for the beer influence what you're rating it on Untapped?
So, like, the more expensive the beer, the higher the rating?
Yeah, like if you have a beer, like if Chris bought that beer, his pecan pie beer,
Thank you.
that was that
You are now my favorite.
and let's just say it was, I don't know, I'll make it up and say it was really expensive. We'll say $25 for a 4-pack.
Right.
You know, I feel like I could live with a beer that I'm like, this is okay if it was, you know, $16, $15, $14 for a 4-pack. But if I'm paying that much for the beer, I kind of have higher expectations for
I was thinking the same thing. My expectations are higher if it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I think that has something to do with it. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's way more about like rarity. But I do think there is a point where if I spend $30 on a bottle of beer and I'm like, it better be 4.5 territory. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Like that's what I expect when I spend that much money on a bottle of beer. So when it's not, I'm just like, crap.
I guess I don't really know. I mean, I don't really think. I probably am not thinking about the price I paid for the 4-pack when I'm sitting at home and drinking the beer that I bought. I don't know if I'm sitting there going, "This tastes like a $16 4-pack, and this tastes like a $20 4-pack."
So it's more of like a factor in your mind when you're at the store and you're like looking at the shelves and you're like, I could buy this for $20 or I could buy that for $30 or that for 15.
Or all three.
Or all three. Take the Tud approach.
Baller.
That's the Tud approach.
Yeah.
I can't choose between them all, so I will buy them all.
I was thinking about you today, Tud, when I saw they had a couple of 2 full boxes of the Bourbon County.
Ooh.
The bourbon, and I was like, man, I don't know. Tud would buy all of these.
Fun fact, I have them all. Like I think I have like most of the 2020 ones, and I think I've only had one of them. Probably should try them.
Yeah, well,
I hear they're bad. Just send them to me. It's fine.
they're worth aging too.
That is true.
Right.
Anyway, I'm going to hand it over to Tud. Tud, why don't you give us your review this week?
Sure. So this week I brought another non-alcoholic beverage to the podcast. And I thought I would share it with everybody. And I brought it's called a Mosaic Hop Sparkling Water infused with CBD. So it's made by Connecticut Valley.
Ooh.
So
Hop. Weed beer.
it is weed. Well, it's weed. It's weed seltzer.
How fun.
It's got no booze in it. 0 calories. 0 everything. It's basically just water and hops.
And CBD.
And weed.
CBD.
CBD. The ingredients: filtered water, natural flavors, CBD oil, and carbon dioxide.
I'm really curious as to what this tastes like.
Devil lettuce.
Because I know what wheat tastes like. I don't know what hops
How?
taste like.
All right. So on the nose, it smells like Mosaic hops. It's clear too, by the way. It tastes exactly like I'm drinking a Mosaic hop. If you were to open up a pouch of pellets, I would imagine that's what they did. They took some filtered water, some hop pellets, some CBD oil, and they put it in a keg and pressurized it, or put it in a system and pressurized it and put it in a can. It's legitimately tastes like seltzer that's flavored with a Mosaic hop instead of like lemons or blueberries or pecans.
Y'all turning on me.
Because I am the favorite.
Or cashews. I mean,
Walnuts,
however you want to say any of the nuts.
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Whale newts.
Whale newts.
No, this is good though. It's very seltzer. It's very refreshing. It tastes like I chose a flavor of seltzer that's just hop flavored. I mean, I know that they sell other ones there too. They sell like blue raspberry with blue raspberry lemonade, tangerine, and regular raspberries. I think they have a ton of flavors. There's like 7 or 8 different flavors, and they're decently priced. So like $13 for a 4-pack.
That's not bad, I guess.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I mean, I'm trying to think like that's less than I pay for beer, but more than I pay for seltzer.
Yeah, but you have to
My
factor
seltzer
in the
also
CBD.
doesn't get me high.
Well, neither does the CBD. I don't know if people don't know what CBD is. It's It's the non-THC version of weed, so it's supposed to relax you but not get you high.
Right. It's like THC and CBD are both chemicals in pot.
Correct.
Right.
And it does clearly say right here, THC free. So no getting high here, just getting relaxed.
Boo.
Overall, though, on the seltzer scale, I would put this at probably like maybe an 82. I mean, it's good. It tastes like hops, but it's nothing special. I mean, I'm not gonna write home about it. So it's on the upper echelon of seltzer, but it's not like soda, which is 100,
Right.
I believe.
So you're but Pioneer. Or wait, what are these guys called? Connecticut Valley now.
Connecticut Valley.
Connecticut Valley.
Yeah.
I always mix them up. Connecticut Valley. There are other ones like the strawberry lemonade or blueberry lemonade one. Like, are those better than the hop CBD one?
I would say that this is a good substitution for if you wanted a beer. If you wanted to taste, if you wanted an IPA but didn't want to actually have an IPA, this is a good substitute for that. I think that the blueberry lemonade one is better, but it also isn't a good substitute for beer. Like, if you're like,
higher on the seltzer scale, lower on the beer scale.
Correct. This would be something like if you were doing Sobuary or Sober October. This would be something that you could drink and
Smarch.
be like, March. Smarch. I mean, this is something that you could drink during that month and feel like you were still drinking like a beer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the ones that are flavored like with fruit, are those still made with hops and just flavored like fruit, or no?
No.
Okay.
No. They're just flavored with fruit and CBD.
Oh, they have CBD as well.
Yes.
Okay, I think I missed that.
Yeah, they have a whole CBD line of seltzers. I'm actually surprised they don't do more with like more hops. Like they could do like a blueberry lemonade with citra hops, for example, which would probably be pretty good. All the flavors, none of the gluten.
Connecticut Valley, let's get on this.
Yeah. My sister's visiting, and I had a 4-pack of these in my fridge, and I hadn't had them because I believe in a good, healthy, like non-devil worshipping lifestyle. So
Chris is a strict Reinheitsgebot drinker.
How did they get into
If it
your
doesn't
fridge
have
then?
barley, if it doesn't have malt in it, he's not interested.
exactly. But when she got here, she's a heathen, and she decided she wanted to try it. So, but I'm there. It was interesting. So I heard secondhand.
I was
and I
gonna
didn't have
say,
any.
did you try it?
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, yes, but I mean, no. But it was interesting. I had a couple sips to be like, what are these kids talking about? All this devil lettuce, etc. And
What flavor did you have?
the same one actually, the mosaic hop. I thought it was pretty. I actually thought it was pretty good. Like the hops came through pretty clear.
Yeah.
And then of course there's a hint of dankness. So, but yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting.
Now, how did you get those in your house? Did you buy them while you were up here?
Yeah, I bought them when I was up there, and I just haven't. I hadn't had them yet, so I was like, I don't know. But I finally put the rest of the Connecticut beer in the beer fridge, so I'm almost through it all now. and then I went and bought $200 worth of Charlotte beer. So
Nice.
I'm doing a good job.
Nice. The 12% Beer Project this past weekend had a Crowler Mania sale, where every hour on the hour they released new Crowlers, and one of them was like half price. So
If I know anyone who has Crowler Mania, it's Tud.
Welcome to Crowler Mania.
Mania.
So I bought like 6 Crowlers, and they deliver them to your house. So just randomly today, somebody stopped on my porch and dropped a case full of or a box full of Crowlers for me outside my door. It was fantastic.
Nice. Didn't even have to go anywhere.
So what's the shelf life on those? Talking about enjoy by here.
They are, I think they have like a 60-day time period to them.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So I got some time.
Okay. So we could expect to have one on the pod, is what you're saying.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still trying to get my sea legs underneath me when it comes to drinking beer. So I've been having like 1 or 2 a week, but not enough.
You could always share with your wife.
That is true. She has her own beer.
The only wife who hasn't been on the podcast yet.
That is true.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true. Yeah.
She usually goes to bed this time though, so it's kind of difficult to get her to stay up and like hang out with the cool kids because she's like a nerd.
I wish that I could be like the cool kids.
Well, if you want to defend yourself, Caitlin, yeah, you know where to reach us, dawfpodcast@gmail.com. We can probably schedule an earlier recording session.
That's true.
If you wanted to defend yourself on the air. But
Right.
I will say, one final update from my side is I tried our beer yesterday.
Oh, good. This is we need like a special segment title for this one. But
Can we get some like laser noises? Soundboard?
pew, 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 pew.
I could do the womp 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 womp.
The air horn.
Yeah.
So, Ted, remind us, what beer did we brew again?
Yes, so this is a white chocolate blonde stout with white chocolate.
And what were your thoughts? How's it going? How's it tasting?
It tastes very good. The keg is pouring very well, unlike the last time you saw it, Obert. So it is properly pouring. Everything's carved up properly. It's very smooth. It's kind of sweet, but it's sweet in all the right ways. It's not overpowering from its sweetness. I know we were concerned when we poured that entire 3 ounces of white chocolate extract in it that it was going to be a little too sweet. Also, the fact that it was so light that it was lighter than water. So as it fermented, it got a lot of booze in there. But you don't taste the booze either. It's just a very good drinking beer.
Oh, well, hey, that's impressive.
What we strive for.
It may be the best beer that I've brewed, or the best beer that I've been part of brewing, I guess.
Yeah,
Very nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Very cool.
but I thought I would provide an update because I thought people would like that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I hope it stays fresh for you to finish the keg.
I'm sure it will. I mean, it is a stout, so I don't think it's going to go bad, and it's under CO2 pressure, so there's that too. That'll keep it nice and fresh, and it's cold,
Right.
almost freezing.
Does it make a difference
Very nice.
if it's a blonde stout versus a regular stout?
Well, from an aging standpoint,
Yeah.
I don't. It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, you can save normal stouts forever, it seems. But this, I mean, it just looks when it pours, it kind of looks like the same color as like a lager. So I don't think it will. I don't think time will affect this beer. It's not like an IPA where like the hops you have to keep that fresh hop flavor. So I think it'll be fine because there's no IBUs to it. So it'll just kind of sit there with its white chocolate flavor forever.
Okay.
Well, if we're talking about updates here, because Jenna had the update as a listener of various segments at the beginning. Ted's got the homebrew update. I have a Whitefish Montana update, or I guess Montana Brewery update, and Imagination, the brewery that I've had on a couple times.
Imagination.
Yeah, they started distributing to Whitefish, and I was tempted to bring them on the show today, but I had them on with the German chocolate cake beer.
That's the one that's
recently,
down in
so
like Billings, right?
Missoula.
Okay.
Yeah, so I still manage to go through there a couple times a year to get their beer. But now that they're here, I'm like, man, they're like one of the best local breweries that I can get beer from around here. And by local, I mean, Western Montana.
I was just going to say,
Still 3 hours away.
It was like 4 hours away.
Yeah. But, so expect to see more of them on the podcast. I almost, like I said, brought a triple IPA from them on. Triple New England style IPA, but
I thought you were going to say that they were opening up in that old brewery and like
oh
doing
man,
like a second location.
I would lose my mind if they did. Yeah, no, but Great Northern is still under renovation. It's still kind of unknown. There's still a lot of rumors going around about what's going in there, but I think with the pandemic and all, no one's really like jumping up and down to open a brewery right now. But so they're taking their time, I think. But you guys will be the first to know when I find out any information as to what's going in there. Because trust me, we need a brewery. We had two in town, and one of them is temporarily closed and one is permanently closed. So
it's not looking too good for you.
You might have to move.
No, it's not. Well, fortunately, I say in town, but like there's within 25 minutes of me, there's still probably 8 other breweries that I could go to. So
Oh, it's not bad.
It's too far.
Yeah, those are just the ones Those are just the ones walking distance, stumbling distance, you know?
So basically, I need to put on my list, don't visit Montana to visit you until the breweries are back open.
Exactly. Yeah. Which, Bonsai is reopening. They're just closed for the winter because of COVID. They're like, you know what? We're going to close till we can have our outdoor seating open again.
They got to
they'll be back.
They got to raise those
in
trees
the spring.
in the off season.
That's right. They got to sculpt them. But yeah,
it took Jenna a second.
It did.
I was right there with you. I was with you, Tud. We missed that sharp wit on this show while you were gone. It's good to have you back for our first episode for the general public,
yes.
Not our private episode for the four of us.
Well, I was thinking about this. We have hours worth of content from that. We could just give it to the patrons. And be like, listen, you want to hear an episode missing one-fourth
Fill
of
in the gap
of the people?
Yeah, fill in the gap. I think it would be kind of funny if one of us goes in and pretends to be Jenna during
just,
all the just ad-lib.
Makes up stuff.
Make stuff up. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Also, it was ridiculously long, so I don't know.
Yeah, although mentioning the 12-minute gap where she was reviewing her beer, just being like, no, I'm gonna talk for 12 minutes.
I can't believe you guys are so handsome.
I think the patrons may love it, minus hearing somebody.
The new third co-host of the podcast.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to hear an episode sans a person and just hear you guys, banter back and forth to an invisible.
Interesting's one word for it. I think incredibly boring would be a word I would use.
No, see, I think it'd be entertaining.
You think you'd love to listen to 3 hours of 3/4 of a podcast.
I think it'd be interesting because after a little while, even the listeners would be like, all right, I have to imagine what she's saying here, and then try to fill in the blank to see how the conversation rolls.
We don't want to make them work for it.
Yeah, well, if there's some kind of viral marketing campaign where people are clamoring for the release, I'd consider it. But until then, like I said, it's a special 4-person podcast. We're the only listeners for that one.
All right, I tried, people.
Well, hey, I mean, if you're a fan and you're clamoring for that content, send us an email, shout us out at the Discord.
Send actual mail.
Send real mail to Chris's mountain of mail.
Text Jenna. We can give you her cell phone number if you want.
Well, now.
There you go. That's a good idea. That's the best idea. She's definitely the one that should give out her phone number first.
Right.
Yeah. But so with that, I think it's time we move on over. We mosey on over. It's a good thing we were chilling it for you, Todd. We weren't sure if you were going to show up, but we did put the 4-handled Frosty Mug of Wisdom in the freezer, where we're all going to take it out, fill it with amazing things that we can recommend to you, our listening audience. It's just stuff that should be part of your lives. But before we do that, we have to hear from a special friend of the show, Jordan. Jordan, take it away.
Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Test your handle. Mug of Wisdom! Drink. Mug of Wisdom!
Okay, thank you, Jordan. So Tud, as our guest, you get to decide. No, sorry, record scratch. Woman of the people, honk, 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 honk. Jenna with .03 off.
The missing double honk too is gone.
Yeah.
That's right.
I know. Yeah, we had some melodic honks for you last week, but again, you'll never hear them.
Right.
Jenna, who's starting? Who's filling in the base of this Frosty Mug this week?
I think Tud really wants to go first, so I will let you.
Perfect. I've got the perfect handle, and it's just for you, Jenna.
Let me hear it.
It is an Avocado Slicer 4-in-1 avocado tool.
Tud, you should have let me go first.
Did you have the same one?
Oh my god.
Have one. This is a 3-in-1 slicer.
Okay.
I have a backup plan, so you didn't ruin anything.
No, this is great. I love this. So,
double
as I
handle.
was just going to ask, it's one avocado. Why do you need 4 tools in one?
Mine's a 3-in-1. So you slice it open down the side, you take the pit out, and then this you just like scoop and slice all at the same time.
Yep.
And I used it today, and it's frickin' awesome.
That's what mine does too. Mine came with an avocado saver.
Listeners, you gotta click on the link to see the picture of what we're talking about here, because it's a little. But yeah, there's one end has got a blade. The middle's got this part that grips the pit, kind of, and then the end, it's like, how would you describe that? Just a bunch of straight.
Yeah, like those egg slicers.
It's like a tennis racket with no horizontal
Yeah.
webbing.
That's a good description.
Perfect.
But it's really awesome. The brand is OXO or OXO. I'm not really sure. It was only $10 on Amazon.
Oh, we're masters of pronunciation on this podcast, as we've proven tonight.
And
Yep.
I believe mine was from Amazon. I think it's like the one I pulled up from my order history was Jup Swan, which came with the avocado holder.
Yeah, mine is from Amazon also. Yeah, it looks very similar. Actually, that looks exactly like it. Yeah. And I do have an
It's like
avocado
the exact
saver
same
too,
thing.
but I bought mine a long time ago separately.
Wait, can we see that again, Ted? Because that didn't look like a 4-in-1. That looked like a 4-in-2.
It's definitely a 4-in-2.
Okay. So the avocado saver is not part of the blade.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So we got the 4-in-2, which is good because Jenna was saying how she eats half an avocado every day. And what are you going to do? You got to save the other half somehow.
No, you just throw that thing outside.
Throw it in
Well,
the garbage.
then you can't use that next avocado the next day.
Gotta get brand new avocado.
Oh, no way.
Then what are you using the avocado saver for?
Well, I'm saying if you don't have a way of saving it, that's what you do. You just throw it outside.
Yeah, this is useless.
Oh, you're wasting. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
You give it to the avocado monsters who live outside.
The
If you don't have the
trolls.
4-in-2.
Yeah. Kind of like the underpants gnomes from South Park, but avocado trolls.
Oh, that's so funny. You guys have the same
Well,
handle.
I have a backup plan.
I'm willing to allow it. It's never happened before where we've had the same handle.
Oh wait, that was what I was gonna do too.
No, you have to come with your own.
No, 3-in-1 handle. It's just like your tool. It's 3-in-1 handle.
Too bad mine's 4-in-1, so you lose. Or 4-in-2.
Okay, we're all done. Oh, no more handles. Obert, you get it on this. Get on this.
Okay.
Obert, you
All
can
right.
have the you can have
I
the
get the
avocado.
saver of the.
You
of
can have
the
the
handles.
saver. Yeah.
Okay, Jenna, get us the ship moving again here. Who's going next?
I'm going to hand it off to Chris.
You literally just heard. Well, okay, so we love avocados too, and we actually no. Well,
You know where you can buy avocados?
the store,
Publix with the Publix app. No,
Publix app.
I don't know what you got in North Carolina.
Oh no, we got Publix. We got Publix
The
here.
food cheetah.
Oh.
The food cheetah. Yeah. So I'm going to go with a app that I was invited to, and I've been using pretty regularly. And it's called Get Upside, and I don't know. I don't know exactly how it works. Magic, I assume.
It's a very good. It's a very
This
good
is such
app.
a tantalizing pitch so
Yeah.
far. I'm like so
It's an app. I
intrigued.
don't know how to use it.
One, he got invited to it. Like you can't just sign up,
Like a
right?
sleepy.
And two, so it's kind of a vague
Sleepeasy.
name. And then three, it's magic.
Speakeasy.
Sleep easy.
I sleep on a Sleep Easy mattress. It works great.
It's past my bedtime, guys.
So this is an app where if you're looking to fill up on gas, some participating restaurants or grocery stores, you can actually earn cash back on all of those purchases. So what you do is you go online or you go on the app. You have to sign up with you enter your credit card, but you don't enter your whole credit card. You only enter like the first few digits and the last few digits. So
Seems legit so far.
yeah. It's weird. It's really weird. And then you can view participating locations on the map. And basically what you do is it'll say like, regular gasoline is $2.15, but you can get it through this app for like $2.11. So you kind of check in, and then when you make your purchase, it takes a couple days, but I guess what they do is like these merchants, in order to drive business to them, partner with this app, and they offer these discounted rates. So you will actually get cashback on the app for like, X amount of cents off per gallon. So for instance, right now the discounts aren't very good. They're only like 4 cents off a gallon right now, but I've seen some as low as like 10, 11 cents off a gallon, which is kind of neat. And it just kind of banks up in the app. So it's for things that you're going to buy anyway, especially gas. I've used it for primarily gas.
Which is weird because, like, you drive a Prius, so, like, you never have to buy gas.
Well, now I drive a long way to work, so I have to fill up, like, once a week. So, it's kind of crazy. But it's pretty cool. And, you have, like, a little bank or everything gets stored on the app, and you can either have it directed to a bank account, or of course you can get like there's like gift cards and stuff you could get if you wanted. And like as of right now, I've cashed out or I have $12.44 of like cashback bonuses from just filling up on gas and things like that. The neat thing about it is if you use a referral code, like so if I give you all my referral code and you guys sign up, I will get like like I will get 1 cent off of every time you fill up too. So it's kind of like one of those.
Seems like
it's
a pyramid scheme.
It's like a reverse funnel system.
Yeah, kind of. So it's kind of neat. A buddy of mine gave me his code, so so he gets money whenever I fill up, and I invited Dana, of course. So it's a pretty neat little thing. So if you're interested in saving a little bit of money, or using it towards a gift card or whatever it may be, I would check it out. It's called Get Upside. There'll be a link in the description with my referral code. So go ahead and give me all those pennies.
Very nice. Get Upside. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works everywhere.
I don't know. I mean, it's not every gas station. They have to participate. So, and like it's not every restaurant. Like it's really hit or miss. You just have to check them out. So the Shell station down the road participates though. So that's nice. So, but I'll shoot you all my code, and you can give me them pennies.
Very cool. Chris is always saving us money with his apps.
I'm only gonna refer to. I'm gonna like purposely just start referring to people who I know that have like SUVs, and just like start texting them like random codes. Just be like, hey, I know you have an SUV. Here you go, because I want your pennies.
Yeah, no, I mean.
Well, you said it's gas stations, restaurants,
and grocery stores.
Grocery stores.
Yep. So
we know Chris loves grocery shopping.
Basically the essentials.
Oh, you wait. I got a few in the tank. I'm raring to use. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyways, Obert, what do you have for us?
Well, as last week, as we all know, I talked about a video game burnout. It was great, a great handle. It was
honestly it was the second best handle ever, except for mine, as we talked about.
That's right. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I've been meaning to say this for a couple weeks. I got to interrupt the handle segment. I'm doing my first ever handle revocation. This is a handle I previously had approved, didn't make the cut. I didn't tell you guys. About maybe 3 months ago, I had a handle. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, the book. I was listening to it on audiobook. I was like a third of the way through at that point. I got 90% of the way through this book, and then the ending was so terrible, I stopped listening with like 95% of the book done. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Wait, you didn't finish the book?
No, I was so annoyed. I was like, I just hated how it was like wrapping up. And I was like, maybe there was like another twist with like a bigger, badder bad guy that they had to go get. But I was like, so the other thing, like I said, it was like a long book. It was like 40 hours in this audiobook. I got like 38 hours in. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this.
I feel like you have to go back and finish it just for the sole purpose of finishing it.
No, it was a conscious decision. It was a conscious decision to not finish it, and it'll forever not be finished, which is good. Because sometimes I have a hard time. Like, I didn't come to that decision all in one moment. There was a long time where I was like, I should just stop with this book. And I was like, no, I'll keep going. We're getting close to the conclusion. And then, like, the big climax of the story came and went. And I was like, so let down. Anyway, like I said, I've been meaning to talk about this for a couple different episodes. Finally put it out there. If you were going to read Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six based on my recommendation, I'm sorry. I can no longer say it was handle-worthy. It just didn't make the cut. It didn't make the cut.
Interesting.
Appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, that's on me for recommending a handle before I finish the book. But
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. I have another book that I'm listening to right now. I'm gonna save it for when I'm done with it, and then it'll be a handle. But back to my point, like I was saying.
Obert, just curious, the book that you're reading currently, if I take a guess, will you tell us if it's the book that you're reading?
Yeah, I'll tell you the name of it.
Is it The Great Gatsby?
No. Why did you guess that?
Because of the Planet Money episode this past week. They're literally, the entire episode is them reading The Great Gatsby.
Oh, that's funny. No, I didn't hear that.
Because it just became public domain. So they spent, it's a 4.5 hour long podcast of them just, all the members of Planet Money just reading the book.
Oh, that's funny. No, it's again, this is, by the way, not my handle. Disclaimer. It's called Devolution from Max Brooks, the guy who wrote World War Z. I think he's also Mel Brooks' son. It's a book about Bigfoot. But it's only 10 hours, so I'm plowing right through this one. This will be maybe next week's handle. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be a bad book. We'll find out. But in the meantime, I talked about Burnout last week. None of you heard that. This week I have a different video game, and it's Terraria. I've had this game in my library for years. They recently updated it, and I started to get back into it. And
wait, is it Terraria or is it Terraria?
I've always said Terraria, but in a lot of the YouTube videos that I've been watching, they say Terraria. And I'm looking up tips on how to beat the game. Yeah, so we don't know. Terraria.
It's impossible. It's impossible to find out.
Pecan, it's all the same. It's disclaimer: I've never played Minecraft, but it's basically like a 2D version of Minecraft where you have to like dig down into the earth. You mine ores. You fight enemies. You use the ores to make like stronger weapons. And you can also like craft potions, and there's magic, that kind of thing. You dig deep enough, you get down to hell, where you fight the final boss, and you get to hard mode, which is where I'm at. I've played way too much the past week. It's a really good game. It's addicting. It's just a game that's meant right for me. So if other games I've talked about in the past have intrigued you, you probably know my sense of like what I'm into, and if that's aligned with what kind of games you like, I really recommend it. Add it to your Steam wish list, buy it on sale whenever that happens.
You can also get it on your phone.
Oh yeah, it's a phone game. Yeah, it's phone. I think it's also like on all the consoles too. So wherever you get your games, it's a good one.
I think I do have this in my Steam library, collecting dust. I might have to brush it off.
We all have those games.
Yeah. Well, I have all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my Steam library is at like 1,000 games.
Yeah, it's not. How can I see how many games I have?
4 have been like played.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I have 100 and...
You don't know what Steam is?
No, I'm not a nerd.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Some new co-host you guys have there, guys.
I know, right? I don't know if she's going to make it. I have 92 games.
I like to
on
play
Steam
Animal
right
Crossing and Mario games. That's about all I got.
Nerd.
Well, Mario's fun.
I like Mario. I like Nintendo.
Yeah, there's underground levels in that. Yeah, you can buy this on your
Oh.
Switch. So,
Oh, there you go.
so with that, I think Jenna's the only one who I haven't heard.
Mine
from.
was stolen.
Yours was stolen,
I
but
don't
you
know.
got it back
It
up.
doesn't seem like it was stolen. I think I went
Yeah,
first.
you did, but I had it.
Well, you really have no one to blame but
I know,
yourself,
I
Jenna,
had it
for
at the
giving
ready.
him.
I
the
brought
mug
it out
first.
here. I'm like, yeah, bam! Look at this.
yeah.
I got it.
The visual prop was nice.
my backup handle, which is just as good, is the Ruggable rug. I don't know if you guys have heard of this or seen commercials for it, but it's called Ruggable. It is a washable rug.
Aren't most rugs washable?
No.
But this one's not just washable, it's also ruggable. And Jenna's about to tell us what that means.
So this has like there's a padding that you put down that's rubber on the bottom, and then it's kind of like almost like a Velcro, and then the rug sticks to that so it's non-slip. And then you can just take the rug up and wash it. It's machine washable. You wash it, you dry it, and then you lay it back out. And it is
Sounds very ruggable.
With a baby, it is very nice to have a rug that is washable because there is a lot of spit up, a lot of drool, a lot of things just on the floor. So it's nice to have something that you can...
Babies sound terrible.
that you can just pick up and wash and lay back down, and it still looks nice. And it smells good, and yeah, we got an 8x8.
Now, hang on. It smells good. How often do you go around sniffing rugs?
I sit on the floor a
Well,
lot.
if you're a baby, you're like nose in rug all the time.
Right, but as a baby, but I'm saying Jenna smells good, which leads me to believe that Jenna's walking around and being like, this rug smells better than other rugs that she's sniffed, which is interesting.
In my defense, I sit on the floor for the majority of the day with my child. So
Okay.
I am very close in proximity to said rug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is something that you do. You just, your baby is a potato that's laying on the ground, and you have to be there too.
She's not a potato anymore, let me tell ya. But I like to be at her level, so I try to sit on the floor with her and interact with her and play. And this rug makes it really nice, and it's very flat. So like there's a little bit of padding underneath with that rubber, but it's not like the rug that we had before this was it wasn't shaggy, but it was, like you could...
Scooby.
Yeah, you could move it around a little.
It's a little Velma-y.
But this one is very shorn, for lack of a better word.
Tighter weave.
Yeah, it's got a tight weave to it. But the baby loves it because she is running around, well, not running around, but crawling around like crazy on it and being a Looney Tune. And so baby approved. And we washed it already once, and the color still looks great, and it's a beautiful rug, and it's worth it because I believe we're going to be able to keep it for longer than a regular rug. So that's my handle.
So you were telling us what size you got?
Yeah, we got the 8x10.
Okay, and does that fit in your washing machine?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a
it did.
big rug.
And it's incredibly lightweight also. Like just the entire package came, and I could pick all of it up by myself, like the rug and the pad, and then like laying it out, like the rug itself is a really lightweight fabric. And It
Nice.
shipped pretty quickly. It said it was like 4 to 6 weeks, and it came a lot quicker than that, which was nice. But yeah, it's really beautiful.
Is it
And
a Star Wars rug?
No.
Because they do Star
But-
Wars rugs. It's pretty
Oh, do
cool.
they?
Yeah.
I can send you guys a picture of it.
Did you just go to ruggable.com and they have Star Wars on their
Correct.
homepage? Okay. glad I deduced that one.
They have a whole bunch of Disney themed ones on top of, they have a separate Star Wars section, but they also have like a Disney section, which is interesting.
Nice. Well, that's ruggable for you.
I sent you guys a picture of it.
It's a fun word to say.
I know,
like it.
Ruggable rug. But it's kind of pricey.
Oh, it's nice. It's a nice looking rug.
Thanks. And it definitely goes with our whole like modern geometric theme in the house. But I really enjoy it, and it looks really nice, and it smells nice because you can wash it. And you just do regular detergent, no fabric softener, and dry it on like low heat, and that's it.
Cool.
Super easy. And then
Yeah,
you get a
nice.
clean rug.
That smells good when you put your
And
nose
it
on it.
smells good, yes. When you go around going to the rug, like me.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's my handle. A ruggable rug. You can wash it And it's awesome.
And it smells good.
And it smells good.
Okay, Todd, take us, please free us from the stereotype.
And so with that, we'd like to thank you all for listening. We'd like to thank the breweries who provided today's beers. I will go first and thank Connecticut Valley for their Mosaic Hop sparkling water infused with CBD.
I would like to thank Divine Barrel Brewing for their Somehow I Manage.
I want to thank Stone for their Cosmic Runestone IPA.
And I'm going to thank Blue Moon for their Light Sky Citrus Wheat.
Please make sure you head over to social media and follow us everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Untapped. Come join us on Discord and join the conversation there. Please also make sure you follow the email at dawfpodcast@gmail.com. Jenna, please plug your social medias where you can go find the Brew Locker.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, at the Brew Locker. OnlyFans, if you're into that, at the Brew Locker. Etsy, at the Brew Locker. Everything's easy peasy at the Brew Locker.
That makes it really easy to find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll put them all. We'll put all that in the show notes too.
And if you use the promo code
DAWF
Podcast on OnlyFans, you get a discount.
We'll talk about it.
We also get like some pennies, kind of like Chris's app.
Yeah. Yeah. Is your OnlyFans on Get Upside?
I don't know if it's made the jump yet.
Oh, wait. It actually might be on Get Upside. Get it?
Oh, but
oh, snap.
Well, I don't know if there's anywhere else to go with this. So with that, my name's Tud.
My name's Chris.
My name's Obert.
And I'm Jenna. And if you're drinking alone, do it with friends.